God wanted to give a gift to the world, so he wrapped it up in you. And every step that you've taken, every move that you make is part of his plan. You were meant to be touching the lives that you touch, and meant to be here making this world so much more than it would be without you in it. You were meant to be bringing the gifts that you bring, and singing the songs you've been given to sing. You are perfectly, wonderfully, beautifully meant to be. Yeah, you were meant to be.
I saw God at work whenever we helped build a house for one of the families at El Midge.
We were able to build an entire house, a whole house, in the time that we were allotted.
In my mind, this trip was going to be a very manually intensive trip, and I have a bulging disc in my lower back that most of the time is very manageable and doesn't bother me. But when I do repetitive or physical labor or twisting or any turning, it does hurt, and I was a little concerned about that.
By the end of the week, we had built a house, run a medical clinic, had Bible distribution, ran a VBS. We did the feeding center and the dump. We had a party with our sponsored kids. We had devos each night as a group. And just we accomplished so much for Christ. And he just took our time and he multiplied it. He took the gifts that were given to us and multiplied those.
That we could get it up and paint it, furnish it.
And it was just amazing seeing it get finished in such a short amount of time.
God really protected me from a lot of physical labor that week, but the rest of the time I was playing with the kids or doing a lesson or doing a craft, and I got to help out in the medical clinic for 2 mornings, which I wasn't expecting. So God just really did protect my back.
We were able to do a devotional with the women, do clothes distributions for them and their children. We gave them all Bibles, and that was just something that was so God to do, because he didn't have to allow our mission to become what it did, but he expanded it and allowed great things to happen.
The best part of the trip was not just getting to serve, help build the house and minister to the people of the village, but was getting to meet my sponsored children.
Our sponsored child, Catherine Andrea, was, whenever we first met her, she was really shy. She didn't really talk that much.
There was a girl named Lydie that we met the first day we were in El Midge.
So in the village, we met a little dude named Hector.
Our family sponsors several children, and it was a blessing to finally get to meet them in person and to hug them, to hold them.
We got to know her a bit better, and she slowly began to open up. And as that happened, we just got to see this whole new person.
Further along in the week, she came to Christ. We asked her if she had a Bible, and she said no. So we were able to, with the donations of some of you, give her one of the Bibles that was donated.
He followed Bob, Ainley, and I all around all week, and he was just always there.
And she was so spunky, and I really enjoyed spending time with her.
And when it was time for us to leave later that afternoon, he walked over to the van with me and he pulled something out of his pocket, and it was a pipe cleaner. He had taken it from a craft that he had done earlier in the day and taken it off the crown that they had made and shaped it into a heart, and he handed it to me. And that was his way of saying goodbye.
And when she took that Bible and held it, I can't describe the look on her face in that precious moment, but it was like she was holding the greatest treasure she'd ever received.
It was truly worth the trip and everything you go through to prepare for it, and being out of your environment, it made it worthwhile.
I struggle sometimes when I come back from a mission trip to figure out what I'm called to do next. But I know what I'm not called to do. I'm not called to do nothing. What if we start to treat every day like a mission trip? What if we left here this morning after the service with intention and purpose just to do something? So let's do that. let's take our somethings and give them to Jesus and see what he can do.
You were meant to be bringing the gifts you bring and singing the songs you